everybody, and welcome to the second race of the first round of the chase for the Budweiser All-Pro Series Championship, and it is here at Rockingham, North Carolina, here at a speedway known simply as The Rock. We are here set for some good racing action and hopefully some awesome racing. Now, if you give me a moment, I will pull up my chase standings, and you will see right now Anthony McCurry still has the points lead after last week. He has 2,049 points. Second is John Arndt with 2,044 points, -5. O'Neal Baldwin is third in points, -12. JT Bryant is 17th in points, fourth in points, -17. But the most important right now is the 12th position. 12th spot in points is held by Andrew Rich, who is currently 38 points out of first. But due to so many chase cars retiring last week at Chicagoland, they're all within pretty much 1 to 2 points of each other. So Charles Jackson, Alex May, Trent Dunham, Ryan Rezzo, Andrew Rich are all within 2 to 3 points of each other. That's a battle for 8th place in points, pretty much. Now, drivers like Michael White is 5 points out of 12th. Nick Altendorf is also 5 points out of 12th. Jessica Villanueva is 6 points out of the 12th position. And John Cittadino is 7 points out of the 12th position in points. So those are the 4 drivers currently outside the top 12. So we're going to see how that's going to fare into today's race. We got 40 laps of racing here around the Rockingham Speedway, also known as The Rock. Jake Haynes in the 48 Lowe's Chevrolet is on the pole, and to the outside of him is chaser Ryan Rezzo in the 55 Aaron's Dream Machine. So without further ado, let's go trackside for the command.
Son, drivers, start your engines.
The engines are fired here at Rockingham. Cars are going to roll off of pit lane. This is a very tight pit lane, so we'll definitely see some some pit strategy come into play because of how narrow the points actually are. You see the drivers coming off a pit lane back there, coming up onto the racing surface. You see the cars come by. We're getting ready to start the race here at The Rock. Coming off of turn number 4. Who's going to win the second chase race of the season? Chase race number 2 of 10 set to get underway. Waiting for it. Flagman ready. And here we go. Green flag is out. We're underway here at The Rock. Jessica Villanueva already gets up to second place, but it's going to be that 48 car that's took off already. Jake Haynes hasn't been to victory lane at all this season. This is the first chase I think he's missed since his debut in the series. 2 chase cars already. They look like they're getting ready to battle. Battling back here, you see Villanueva and Ryan Rezzo, and then back here you got another 2 chase contenders in Alex May and Anthony McCurry back here. Here's O'Neal Baldwin battling on the outside of the 41 machine. This looks to be for the 8th position. Charles Jackson is the 18's teammate. Bunch of chase drivers actually up here in the top 10. But this 48 machine is just pulling away, at least for the time being. So here's not good. Here's Andrew Rich. We talked about him. He's currently in the bubble position He is currently 12th in the point standings, and he's running here in towards the back of the pack. Andrew Rich, now Andrew Rich is being able to pass John Cittadino right now. Cittadino back here not in a good spot. Trent Dunham not in a very good spot, as the 21 car kind of got on the apron there. Here we go, the front cars have finally settled out to single file racing. Definitely going to be keeping an eye on the chase contenders, because the higher you finish the more points you get, which add up a lot towards the chase. As you can see, single file, the fastest car on the racetrack is the 55 that we're looking at, Ryan Rezzo. As you see him, he actually got a good jump on the 78 of Villanueva, but can't quite get the lead. He's trying to go on the outside. He's thinking maybe the outside line will get a good run, but he ends up falling behind a little bit. As you see, we have a good battle back here. Cody Lamas is going to get in front of Stephen Pollard III, and now here comes John Arndt in the 95 underneath the 13 as well. Jessica Shelton, who hasn't quite had a good season, she's trying to get underneath Nick Altendorf for the spot here. Altendorf in 16, so it looks like Shelton's going to try to pass for Shelton's teammate Charles Sanford is also in the chase. Here's Charles back here. He's trying to work his way up towards the front to try to gain as much possible spots as there is. Something's happening to the 10 of Silver Fox. Something just happened to the 10 of James Silver Fox. I saw him duck down, and now he's down here. We're getting word that it is a possible tire down on that number 10. A possible tire down on the 10 of James Silver Fox. The only saving grace for him would be a caution flag right now to come out, and he'd be able to just limp around on it, possibly. Here comes Silver Fox to pit lane. We're watching him. Down pit lane. Down he comes to pit lane. We're going to keep an eye, and we're going to see what tire is down on that number 10 Vodafone Ford Fusion. He comes right down onto pit lane. And right now it looks like 2 tires, just the right sides for right now for that number 10. Oh, it's going to be a 4-tire pit stop for the 10 of James Silver Fox. I guess they're going to make sure they're going to pack them full of fuel and everything. Oh, here's a good battle for position. Teammates. Darren Blake gets underneath Steve Pollard, and that's going to be for the 4th position. And that's going to open the door for the 61, but the 9 car was able to close the door. Look at this 43 car though. He is already on the back bumper of the 55 of Ryan Rezzo. Hey, I wouldn't be surprised if he put the bumper to that 55 car to try to get around him, especially if he's that much faster. 43 car just right on the back bumper of the 55. 61 right on the back bumper of the 9. We'll see here. 61 trying to get underneath them. He's also being very, very respectful. As you see, the driver is going around the 41 of Benjamin Miles now. O'Neill Baldwin back here. You see him. He was in 10th position. That's where he was last scored, in the 10th position. So you got to remember, consistency will get you. Consistency wins championships. That or luck if you win. Well, as you can see up front, it is still Jake Haynes in the 48 machine. Is getting around here. 15 laps complete. We're going to take a quick commercial break as a couple cars come down pit road. Welcome back to Rockingham, North Carolina. As we're getting ready, you see pit stops now happening for these leaders. A couple of more cars stayed out. But more cars are coming in. This will be a good angle right here to see who comes out of pit road first. Four tires. You see Anthony McCurry in the 61 car go by, and there's O'Neal Baldwin as well. So we could very well see a change in the leaders with all these pit strategy. We'll have to wait and see once the scoring updates. And with all these, it looks like we might have a possible second pit stop as well. We'll have to wait and see who can stay out and who can make it. Or if we ever get a caution. So crossing the line now, the leader is, in fact, Anthony McCurry in the 61. Anthony McCurry, he's had 3 wins this season. Here's Trent Dunham, who's currently in 42nd position. That is not good for that number 1 team. And he's almost close to going a lap down. Anthony McCurry, the highest running chaser right now in first. And look behind him, you see Villanueva on the back bumper of the 48 car. Now look at Jess, going to go underneath, kick the 48 to the outside. And Jessica Villanueva gets underneath the 48 car for the 2nd position. And look who's in 4th. Look who's in 4th. That's O'Neal Baldwin in the 88 Snickers, M&M's. Yeah, M&M's Crispy Toyota. Now, what these drivers would probably like to see is a caution flag, as the 20 car currently is the fastest driver on the track. Definitely have to wait and see if the 78 car might be catching, because as we have 2 chasers now, first, second, and 4th. 1st, 2nd, 4th, 5th, 7th, and that's it out of the top 10 there. Yep, see, here's the 3 car of Nick Altendorf, and then here's the 54 of Charles Jackson. We'll see if Charles might try to pull out and pass the 88 of Annabelle Baldwin. 51 of Alex May is running in the 11th position, just outside the top 10. And that 78 car is actually closing in on the 61. Slowly but surely. It was 105 last time, it's 85 this time. Now what is it? Now it's 54 this time. So yeah, Villanueva is really catching that 61 car. I think it's just the 61 trying to play it safe on his tires and possible fuel, because the 61 car had a good enough lead that he was able to he would be able to do that. We still haven't seen a caution flag. Cars coming back down pit road already. I saw the 10 and somebody else is on pit road. Look at Villanueva now, right on the back bumper of the 61, and the 48 car is right there with him. Excuse me, with her. McCurry just going to try to save what he can. He'll probably let the 78 car go around him, but Villanueva going to try to take the lead for the first time today if she can get around the 61 of McCurry. I mean, I can see it right now. McCurry is not going at is not really trying his 100%. He's just trying to save fuel in that 61, and Villanueva is just right behind him. We'll see if he can get a good run as they're coming up on the 10 of James Silverfox. Now look, here comes Villanueva. Now going to put the 61 car on the outside line, and Jessica Villanueva going to get past the 61 and take the lead. Remember, Jessica Villanueva has only one win this season. As you see the 10 car, I guess he's indicating coming back to pit road. 10 car, yes, coming back to pit road. Remember, Villanueva has only 1 win this season, and that came at Atlanta back in the 2nd race of the season. Now the question will remain is if the 78 car can stay out on fuel. have 12 laps to go here at Rockingham, and we're trying to wait and see if these cars can. We're trying to wait and see if these cars can make it all the way on fuel, or if we'll have another pit stop. Villanueva still leading and kind of pulling the 48 car a little bit. Let's hope that this isn't an indication for pit road as they're just going through the corners here now. Yep, 10 laps to go. 10 to go for the 78 machine. It'll be a great win for the 78 if she can. It'd be a great win for the 78 car because it'll lock her spot in the next round of the chase. As we come up here, you see the Trent Dunham now as he crosses the line back in 40th, and all of these other drivers going quickly through the field. Here's Andrew Rich running pretty badly up here. As we're coming, oh wait, these cars had to. I saw some cars come down pit road, but Villanueva did not come down pit road. 32, lap 32. We'll have to wait and see. Uh-oh, I think she's coming to pit road. Nope, she's not. She's not coming to pit road, but the 48 and the 61 are. And the 18. So Villanueva stays out. She's going to see if she can cycle around as the leader. She fought her way through the pack from third. From the cycle at pit stop, she came out third. So she fought from third to first. So she can't have that much fuel left. Now she's coming to pit road. Now the 78 is coming to pit road. But the 9 car is not. I remember the 9 car, Steve Pollard, stayed out actually a little bit longer. Yeah, the 9 car of Steve Pollard actually stayed out a little bit longer. As long as Villanueva doesn't get held up on pit road. Oh! A little bit of contact with the 88. I don't think that's going to change anything. We'll have to wait and see and hope that that doesn't affect anything on this number 78 machine. 4 tires looks like it's going to be for the 78. Yep, and right off pit road she goes. Oh, the 48 car got out ahead. The 48 car cycled out ahead of the 78 car. And look at O'Neal Baldwin trying to carry the speed with her, but Villanueva going to have the speed to come off the corner. 72 on pit road, the 4, the 2, the 9's all on pit road. There goes the 10 and the 48 car and others coming off of pit road. So now the 48 car will cycle around with the lead. 48 car will cycle around with the lead as he goes by Dylan Poteet. We'll see 5 laps to go here for the 48 of Jake Haynes. 5 to go. He's now on the back bumper of the 17. Lap traffic can really come into play big time here as this 48 car now goes underneath the 17. The 61 car is right up there too, along with the 78. Now the 48's behind the 10. 3 laps to go. These lap traffic is also holding up the 78 of Villanueva. The highest finishing chaser. Looks like it could be Mercury unless Villanueva gets around Anthony Mercury. 2 laps to go for the 48 of Jake Haynes. Yep, and there goes the 78 car. Going to put the 61 car back up on the outside, but she's going to run into the 10 of Silver Fox. She's going to stay to the inside. O'Neal Baldwin going to follow. But here we go. Big time traffic up ahead for the 48 car. White flag, 1 lap to go. Will the 48 car encounter the traffic and have to slow down? And he does! The 48 car had to slow down a lot. But it's not going to matter because he's got such a big enough lead on these cars. He passed Trent Dunham. Trent Dunham's now a lap down. Jake Haynes will come out of turn number 4. And Jake Haynes is going to win the race here at Rockingham. Ooh, only a couple more laps and Villanueva would have caught up because of the lap traffic. So the 48 car will take the victory. The one of Trent Dunham is also, I guess, finished as well because he finished behind him. We are waiting for the rest of the field to cycle around. But it's going to be the 48 car of Jake Haynes that's going to victory lane. Now the race standings are official. Yep. The race standings are official here at Rockingham. Make sure that's not blurry. It's a little blurry, but I can still read it. 4 cars finish off the lead lap. Yep, 4 cars finish off the lead lap, and it is still, but it's still pretty good. There we go. Standings are official. We'll go back up here to the top right here. Jake Haynes is the official winner. Jessica Villanueva, the highest finishing chaser, is 2nd. O'Neill Baldwin 3rd. Anthony McCurry 4th. Benjamin Miles 5th. Nick Altendorf, another chaser, in 6th. Charles Jackson 7th. Wow, so basically 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 of the top 10 are chasers. So 7 chasers finish in the top 10. Great run for them. And then Annabelle Baldwin rounds out your top 10. Then John Arndt fights back to 11th. Andy Thomas 12th. Levi McIntyre 13th. Stephen Pollard 14th. And Alex May in the 15th position. Then as you see here, not a good run for Trent Dunham. He's the lowest finishing chaser in 39th. And then Andrew Rich and John Racer and others. So thank you guys so much for watching race number 2 of the first round. So 2 of 10 races are in the books here in terms of chase racing. The point standings for the chase drivers only will be coming up after the video. Thank you guys so much for enjoying this race, and there's definitely going to be more to come. Thank you guys so much once again for watching and dealing with my usual stuff. So, from Michael Norman here in the Budweiser All-Pro Series at Rockingham, broadcasted on the NNSCRA Sports Channel, where offline racing's at its best. We'll see you guys next week, and until we meet again.